It gives me great pleasure today to have in the Cake Corner LGBT icon and also editor of award-winning magazine FRUITCAKE, Jamie Windust.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, babe. How are you? Thanks for coming down and having a chat with us.
You're more than welcome.
How's your day going?
It's great. I mean, these two icons around this table.
Isn't it like, it's a moment.
It's a moment.
Right? Such a moment. So I'm just going to start from the beginning. Let's go to younger you.
Baby me.
Baby you, how was life?
Growing up in Dorset was kind of like what I describe as like a kind of cliched gay kind of childhood. Like I was kind of told that I was gay before I kind of was able to come out. And then it was, you know, it was fine, but I was very happy to leave, and it was kind of great to kind of fly the nest and come to London.
When did you come to London?
Only 3 years ago. But literally before I left Dorset, I was kind of experimenting with gender and kind of that kind of way of life, and I was kind of very happy that that corresponded with me leaving, because I think if I'd stayed it would have been a different journey, and to kind of have that situation of me having to live on my own and kind of fend for myself and explore myself, it kind of all really fitted well together. So
did you feel suppressed when you were in Dorset?
Yeah, do you know what I did? I think I was speaking to people back home recently, and they were saying that, you know, Dorset's one of the toughest places to live as LGBT people, I think, because it's not something that the mainstream media there pick up, or they don't understand, and it's not talked about, especially in the schools there. Like, it's very base level kind of when it comes to education.
Where did you get your strength from in that situation to like be like, you know, I don't want to be here anymore, I'm gonna like...
I think it was just because that's the power of social media, I think, is I was at a time where you know, my Instagram was growing, and I was kind of being able to explore through social media the ways in which other people who I admire in the community are living and thriving and surviving. So I was kind of using their stories to be like, okay, I can get through this. I'm gonna, you know, I'm moving to London soon, I can get out. So kind of that idea of me leaving was a definite kind of spur to be like, right, you can do this. But at that time I didn't really know what was gonna happen. I didn't know that I was gonna transform into this porcelain doll that you see before you.
This amazing beauty in front of me right now.
Yeah, and I think that's the fun. It's like you never know what's going to happen, but I'm still changing. Everyone's still changing.
We all are. I feel like we're constantly growing day by day, you know? So who do you get inspired by? Like, where do you draw your inspirations from?
I just love, like, the power of the 80s, that kind of essence of, like, women, you know, doing it for themselves and just not really caring, just kind of standing up to men in dominant positions through fashion. On a personal level, I think I kind of, and that sounds really arrogant, but I just use myself, because
I love that.
Yeah, because I just look back at things that I've done and been like, at that point I didn't think I could do that, but I did, and I'm here. That's why, as you just saw, I'm my own screensaver on my phone.
I love that picture. It's amazing.
Because it's for my graduation, so I was like, I did that, I'm gonna put that.
You look fabulous. So what would you say was the pinnacle moment in your life that you were like, do you know what? I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna I'm not gonna listen to anyone else. I'm not gonna listen to their opinions. I'm not gonna listen to what anyone else thinks of me. I'm just gonna be me.
I think it was in my first year of uni, because I had that level of autonomy and like real independence where I was like, I can literally do whatever I want now. And it was at that time that I kind of explored gender and found, you know, the identity of non-binary, and kind of as soon as I kind of clocked that in and set that in for myself, I was like, yeah, this is great. Like, when I get ready, I'm not surprised. I'm not like, I don't see anything as extravagant or extrovert.
It's just you.
Yeah, and I've kind of at this point now really recently realised that it's other people that seem to
have the problem.
Yeah, to jar. And like with me, I don't look in the mirror and think, God, Jamie, that's a bit much. I'm just like, yeah, I look cute, let's rock and roll.
I feel like the UK has a lot of catching up to do in terms of like understanding, you know, like them and they, and understanding, you know, all the different boxes that are available to people. I have so much admiration for you because you found your label and you found, you know, what you want to be recognised for.
Thank you.
And I feel like there's so many people that are lost in this day and age that don't know how to do that. So what advice would you give to somebody that didn't know where they fit in this current, you know?
I think my main piece of advice I always tell people is to like take your time. Don't try and find out everything at once. Like, start with like you personally inside, and then, you know, express that how you want, because then it will feel natural. If you kind of throw everything on aesthetically and visually and try and appear in some form of way, but you haven't found it inside, then it's gonna feel a bit forced. So I know it's difficult, but just take your time.
I love that. So talk to me about FRUITCAKE.
Yes.
Where did that idea come from?
The name came from slur that I used to get, because I'm from like I'm like Cheryl Cole. I'm from a council estate.
Me too. Nothing wrong with the council estate. Yeah. Council girls. Woo.
And it was I mean, I still get it, the slur that the little boys threw at me, and I was like, how can I use this, reclaim it in some form of way? And during my degree, I did a fashion business degree. My final year, they were like, make a business, and I'd always wanted to do this, so I was like, great, this really works. I spent like 6 months researching the industry, finding that gap, and then using kind of my knowledge of the community just to kind of put it all together. And it's really great. It's kind of like I kind of call it a curation of art. So it's not just written, it's photography, editorial, poetry from just queer creatives globally that I've been able to...
I found it so refreshing.
Thank you.
I really did.
You looked stunning with your little picture of you.
Save me in the magazine.
You and me.
Good. So I'll take it deep. I'll give you a good... What do you want to be remembered for?
Being myself, and also allowing people to feel like they can find themselves. But sometimes we're the first person that someone on the street might have seen being their authentic self, and it can kind of make them feel like, oh look, they're doing it, I can do it. So just to kind of make people feel like they can keep rocking and rolling.
Amazing. What advice would you give your 15-year-old self?
Get bigger heels, because my first pair of heels were a joke. Just, again, take your time. Don't get stressed. You're going to leave all these basic straight people behind, and you're going to find your community, and it's going to be fucking great.
Oh, thanks, Jamie.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, we're going to do a quick fire round now.
Let's go.
Let's go. So, pizza or pasta?
Pizza.
Denim or leather?
Leather.
Swimming pool or the sea?
The sea.
Sweet or salt?
Sweet.
Quiet night in or big night out?
Oh, quiet night in.
Flats or heels?
Heels.
Fur or faux?
Faux.
Shower or bath?
Bath.
Putin or Trump? Trump? Bus or train?
Train.
Economy or business?
Oh, business.
I'm going to give you 3 potential eligible bachelors. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Some of them might have boyfriends. And you've got to pick which one you're going to snog, which one you're going to marry, and which one you're going to avoid.
There we go.
First up, Ollie Alexander is one. Number 2, Russell Tovey.
Oh.
Number 3, Gus Kenworthy. Who do you snog, who do you marry, and who do you avoid?
I'm going to have to marry Ollie.
Marry Ollie.
Just because Ollie is live.
He is live.
I'm going to avoid Gus just because he'll probably be in the gym all the time, and I'll just
True.
don't have time for that. And then I'm going to have to snog Russell. I mean, why not?
Why not? I'm sure that's not going to be that difficult. Yeah. Well, that concludes our cake chat for the day. Thank you so much, Jamie. Keep inspiring. You've been amazing.
Love you, babe.
Thanks, my love. Love
Thank you.
Thanks.